Hello and welcome to Gregg's Reviews, the first installment of Pickle Me Fancy. Thanks for showing up. Now today, we'll be going over some basic topics of Pickle Me Fancy, which include, but are not limited to, color. Okay, we got crunch, all right, and most importantly, flavor, of course. There's a few of you asking, I'm sure, why is Gregg reviewing pickle? Why would he be reviewing the pickles? And I think it's blatantly obvious that for one, all right, I have an esteemed pickle palate. One not so easily earned by most people. Certain people would say, Gregg, pickles, oh, they're too sour. Oh, Gregg, but these pickles, they're too sweet. No, not with me, no. My pickle palate goes far and beyond most people, alright? Most people can't even comprehend my pickle palate. That's how great it really is. I'm sorry to say, but most of you just can't experience the pickles as I. Alright, you can't really get the true depth of the pickle. And we're going to be breaking these pickles down into a couple categories, alright? We got crunch, obviously very important, okay? We've got color, you know, it has to look like a beautiful pickle. The curvature of the pickle is important. You can't have no straight pickles. They're not for the fancy, I'm sorry to say. But if maybe the working class can eat a straight pickle. Not I, sir, not I. We have, most importantly, obviously, flavor. Alongside, we have some other more artisanal parts of the pickle, in which most people don't think about. The jar, for example. The label is very important. And the dill. If it be a dill pickle, the dill in there, it must be beautiful. Like the stem and all. We do not leave out dill in this pickle review. Alright, let's begin. Assistant, could you please open the pickles? This is Pickle Me Fancy and you dress like a slob? You're a fool of a man. What are you, let's pick up the pace, sir. What do you think I'm paying you for? Okay, now let's get moving, get out, this is my time. So, we'll start with a homebrew of pickle, okay? Gloria Neufel, she provided these pickles, these tasty treats for us today. Let us taste. First, I'd like to you dab off the excess. You can't be leaving messes on your fancy pickle eating attire. It's just not polite, all right? And we take the pickle. We see the curvature of this pickle, all right? It's not much. It's a little less than I like. I see some others in there that are more curved. We got unlucky, but that's the way of the pickle, all right? The pickle you get is the pickle you eat. You should live your life by that rule. The smell? Oh, it smells nice and dill, right? Now, one thing I look forward to is the first pickle bite, all right? The first time we really bite into this pickle it's a beautiful thing. Not only do we test the crunch, all right, but the initial flavors are just as important as the after flavors. You gotta remember, most dill pickles only have the strong after, but you need that initial little sweet before the sour kicks in, all right? Let's try this together, shall we? It's interesting. All right. So, what I've deduced so far, ladies and gentlemen, the pickle crunch is lacking. All right? Get it together, Gloria. Pickle crunch needs to be there. The flavors, now we're tops. We're tops with the flavors. Other notes, I understand it's a small pickle. It doesn't have much girth, but a gentleman does not talk about pickle girth, all right? That is not the gentlemanly way of going about things. We do not talk about, and we will never talk about girth of the pickle on Pickle Me Fancy. It's simply not polite. I'm going to go for bite 2. You got to get bite 2, because the first bite always surprises you. And now you expect it, and let's see if it brings the flavors back for round 2. You know what? This is hard to say. Flavors are even better. Now that's a tasty pickle. Unfortunately, though, you get a 4 stars for crunch. 4 stars out of 10 stars for the crunch. Not only is the crunch lacking, it might be even a little sweet. And I know it's hard to say, because you know what? I'm a fan of a good sweet dill. It has to have the kick, but believe you me, it's nice to have a good sweet. So, crunch, 4 out of 10, obviously, stars. The curvature, an unfortunate 3 out of 10. That's not his fault. The dill, it was tops. One could even say delicious. Alright? I'm giving this pickle on the Gregg's pickle chart of... I'm giving this pickle on the pickle scale. It's getting a 6 stars out of 10. Unfortunate, because some of the stuff was simply just a bad jar. You know, sometimes you can't help it. It's an unfortunate pickle fact. But we'll move on. We have a guest pickle today, actually, and usually I'm not a bread and butter pickle kind of guy. Don't get me wrong. You know, they can pickle my fancy from time to time. You know, we're gonna give this one a shot. As you need to note, though, there's no proper label on this jar of pickles. I'm sorry to say, and that is a very important feat, a very important thing to do. All right, we don't know what year these pickles are. We don't know who they're from. We don't even. I know they're bread and butter because I'm a man of the pickle. All right. You know, to start off that smell, this smell was good for bread and butter. You know, it smells a little zippy, and I'm a fan of a zippy pickle. All right. You see, we'll dab it off. Not too much juice. We talked about that, gentlemen, right? Here we go. Let's have this together. Yeah. Okay. That has some nice zip. Okay, people? Most bread and butters don't. But our guest pickle today, well, it does. Though it's a guest pickle, so I won't be rating it officially. I'm going to say it's a darn tasty pickle, alright? Thanks for joining us today on Pickle Me Fancy. If you think there's a pickle that would tickle my fancy, I would gladly accept it. Drop it off wherever you think I am, whatever time, without telling me, please. And I prefer a label, because we can't stress the importance of the label. I could have been eating a 2016 pickle, and that is not alright with me, alright? I did this out of courtesy, and because I'm a brave man with a pickle palate you just can't understand, as we've been through. And from all of us here, alright? Safe pickling.